Hey guys, my name is Crazy Penguin, and this is another Cube World tutorial. In this one I want to show you a really great seed that you can start farming. So in my previous video I showed you probably one of the best ways to farm in this game, but it was flawed for a couple of reasons. First, you need to be playing on and have access to a server, which not everyone does. And second, you need to have something that's worth farming, which isn't the easiest thing in the world to find. So let me show you a really great place that you can farm with a method that is just as good as in my previous video. The only requirement this time is you need to be around power 85 or so. And, well, you don't actually have to be, but you'll be facing orcs that are power 85 plus 4, which will be a challenge if you're under-leveled. But once you can handle them, you're completely set. You'll be able to deck out your guy in gear and adapt everything else down to the lower levels for your other characters. So, select your character, start making a map, and use the seed 1397, and name it whatever you'd like. And don't worry, all the information that you'll need will be in the description of this video. Once you load in, take a look at your map. It should be around here, and if not, simply head to town. Once you're in town, you want to head to the northeast. Currently, it's where those cross swords are on my map, up to the northeast. That's where the dungeon is. It should only take you maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get there. You might be wondering why these guys don't say +4, and it's a bit confusing, but apparently if there are cross swords over a dungeon of a global quest, it can lower the plus modifier of the mobs you face. That's a mouthful. Makes them easier to kill. But don't worry, they still drop loot at the +4 rate, and it simply makes the dungeon easier and gives you a buttload of experience when you kill the final boss. Once you clear the dungeon, you're going to want to run out of the dungeon or you're going to log into your death. Once you're out, press O, go to the start menu, select a character, and then you want to delete the world that you just created. I know it's a little counterintuitive, but there's a little trick. If you recreate the world with the same seed and name, then you'll spawn into the world where you last logged out. But it'll be a new world, meaning that everything is respawned, you can farm the dungeon to your heart's content. Couple of notes about the seed. When you're heading to the dungeon for the first time, if you want a waffle, be sure to stop in town. They sell them at the potion vendor, and it will tame you a terrier. The entrance to the dungeon is on the north side of the castle. There's also a campfire further north of the castle, a couple steps on a little plateau, where you can craft some food, or sleep, or regain some health, speed up time, whatever you want to do. And lastly, the boss of the dungeon is a ranger. He drops ranger gear, as well as a +85 fire spirit. So, there you have it. Really great spot to farm some power 85-ish gear from orcs that are in a dungeon, which is actually really manageable compared to something like insectoids on a mountaintop. You can see here in the background some of the stuff that I've gathered from just 3 or 4 runs, some really great stuff. And lastly, I just want to say shout out to Zchan for finding this. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to hit the like button if you learned something, and subscribe if you're looking for some more Cube World content. So yeah, you should probably do that. See you in the next video, guys.